Hey guys, if you're a golfer or you just like watching other people golf, then this home is for you. Right behind me, you'll see that the golf course is right there. You walk right across the street. It's right in your neighborhood. You have a great view. And we're gonna go inside today and take a look at what comes with these type of homes. Come with me. All right. So we are inside. Today we've got a property that's right, the location's is awesome and amazing. It's right next to the golf course. And also there's tons of shopping in this neighborhood. And right next to us we have, like I said, the golf course, but also they have a country club that comes with this community. So we're gonna talk about that at the end as well. So right now we're inside and pretty open. You walk in, it's a pretty open entryway here. So I'm liking that. Some nice lighting right here in the entryway to kind of add to the entry right at the beginning. This type of door is letting a lot of light in by itself. So that's pretty helpful. And then we're looking at, just gonna walk through here and check out the what comes with this, the basic layout, and give you some ideas of upgrades that you might wanna add. So the ceiling actually it picks up again right over here. And this model here, we've got some surround sound. This is an idea for you too here. Going with this, a nice sleek look. Instead of having a fireplace back in the day, you have the idea of fire, right? It's not a real fireplace. And then tile going all up the wall, up to the ceiling. So it's a sleek look with your flat screen right up against that. So real nice, sleek look, clean. So that's an idea for you, a little bit different. We're seeing light, we're seeing windows on either side of it. So it's still getting light from this side of it, light from the front. And then the extra large sliding glass door here. So this is gonna let you see it get a lot of light in as well. I don't know if we're not gonna be able to go out and walk it, but you can kind of see from here. So it's more of a patio environment here. Not really a big, huge backyard, but not big enough for you to do your barbecue and hang out with your friends. And let's look over here, back over to the kitchen area. So we've got an open area with your dining. This is plenty of room. Look at this. With this big table here, which this one looks like it's seating about 6, 7, 8. You still have plenty of room to get around to the back side here. Tons of room on either side of the table. Great idea to show you how to use this space against the wall here. So there's more decoration you can put here, or you can make it more functional with a bigger table up against it. So we're looking at a tile type of floor. It looks like wood, but it's tile from what I can see here. And then we go right on into the kitchen. So what we have today, we're looking at quartzite, bigger size lights. And I like the idea, since this is so huge, this breakfast bar here is pretty huge. You can see from the tables here, the chairs here, to kind of help a little bit. We've got 4 chairs here, spaced pretty evenly apart. Nothing on the end cap, so we could do something on the end cap, so nothing there, that's all open space. And then down here, you're not gonna be able to fit any chairs because this is there's cabinets underneath. But this is all counter space that you can use for putting food platters, food prep. So you can see down the length of this, you got seating here at the breakfast bar, seating at the table down there. It makes sense to have 3 lights here since this is so big. I like the idea of the green with the rock. I think the colors kind of work. They're not, I mean, you don't see any green in this backsplash, but I think it kind of works with the cabinet. So it's a nice, without matchy, it looks like it plays off each other pretty good. Okay, I'm always open to your thoughts, your feedback. We all have different opinions, but we help each other with that. We share our opinions, and there's ideas that maybe I hadn't thought of or one of our other viewers haven't thought of. So share your idea and you'll help one of the other viewers. We're a community here on our channel. So we kind of help each other with thoughts and strategy and idea with decoration, upgrades that you might want to add. On the range here, we can get a little close up on that. This looks a little narrow to me, in my thoughts. And again, I want to get thoughts from you all, but it looks a little narrow. This looks a little small here. This is the bigger one. Then there's a really big one here. And this is a little small, but it doesn't really give you a lot of space. This right here, this is the one, I can see a small pot here, but this one here, I don't know. Part-time chef is not one of my talents. So you chefs out there, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think about this range? Will this get the job done? I'm not sure. So I'd love to hear thoughts on that. We've got the green cabinets, It matches with this backsplash, I think. And we'll have you all weigh in. But then we got a third color. If you pan down here at the bottom, we have the white on the island, and then the cabinets are matching with the island. So you got white cabinets in this case, rather than sticking with the green. Love to hear your thoughts on that. I think it kind of works because it blends with why you already have white here. So love to hear your thoughts. So you see in counter space on the island, here at the sink area, more counter space here. And on either side of the sink, you got counter space there. So you've got this counter space next to the range and oven, counter space on the island, counter space across from the island. So you got tons of counter space here. I love the idea of the French press for coffee. I'm not really a Keurig coffee drinker, but French press all day long. They almost make me want to make a cup right now. They have the beans right here waiting for us. It's calling my name. All right, so going back over here, extra cabinets right next to the range. That could be helpful because you could put your favorite pots and pans that you use on a regular, and now you don't have to bend down with these. You can just go right here next to the oven. I like that idea. And it looks like we're working with some soft close here, so that's another idea. I'm a fan of soft close. Love it. That never gets old for me. I love doing it. Let's take a look at the cabinet above the range. What are we working with here? It's pretty deep back there, and it's pretty high, so whatever you're not using on a regular basis, you got space for it up there. And the spacing goes all the way back, so you can store the things that you don't use very often way in the back there. So you got some extra storage there. And then I'm noticing some builders are going with, or giving you an option to build above the cabinetry right here to go up to the ceiling. This is open here, so that's just an idea. If you've been on some of my other tours, you've seen that that's an option too. You may want to, that's something you probably will have to add on your own, but it's a great idea in the direction of customizing it later for your own taste. All right, so we got the open plan here. Dining, kitchen, living room, so we're seeing a lot of that. Tons of lighting. This is extra lighting here because you can see how big this is. And then we're gonna come back around, so follow me, folks. We walked past this earlier. There's an archway, so when we came through the front door, that could be closed off with the door. I think that's an idea, but right now it's open, and this comes right into, I would say, an office. This is the way it's set up, but it could be whatever you want this to be. An office makes sense just because so many of us are working from home right now. So, and it's pretty spacious. This is a small desk, but you definitely have room to come back bigger with the bigger desk here. And you have all this space from the wall all the way up to the desk. Plus, even beyond this, these chairs, you have more space back here all the way up to where the wall would stop right here. So you got plenty of room here. And that wouldn't even interfere with your walk space. Now, that's a drawback with this little space here, in my opinion. Going right into the kitchen, you don't really have a way to cut off the noise from the dining area and the kitchen. So we're gonna come back around and get you a shot of that. So you can get right here. So this is a throughway right into the office. So I don't know, and if you're wanting quiet, I don't think you're gonna achieve that with this setup right here. You would have to put, if quiet is what you need, some kind of door here and a door here to close that off. So that's something to think of. Maybe you'd use this in a different capacity versus the office. Chime in, you guys, give me some thoughts. If this is not an office, what else do we use this room for? I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear your thoughts, but that's what I see right now, and let's keep going. So then we have a bathroom hidden all the way around the corner back here, and the bathroom is right off to the kitchen. So we're not far from the kitchen, we're not far from the office area. That is a huge linen closet to me, to be stuck in the hall bathroom. That's a little different. Huge linen closet. I mean, you could put a ton of towels in here, but it's funny because there's not a shower in here. I'm just saying. Huge linen closet in the bathroom, hall bathroom. Not bashing it, I'm just saying there's no shower here. That's a lot of storage for the linen closet, which is off of you have to come into the bathroom to get your towels, but there's no shower here. And you have the one sink. So, I don't know. Again, I love to hear other people's thoughts. I know a lot about new construction. That's my jam, but there's always something new. That's why I like it. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on what your take is on that. And then this door over here is gonna be locked, yes, and that's your garage. So your garage, if you would think about it this way, you come in from the garage, there's a bathroom right there with the laundry or linen closet. Right into the office area, just come back out here. And you're coming from the garage, there's the office area that's not closed off. And you can keep going straight out to the living room or take a hard left here. All the action's happening right out here, folks. So now we're gonna come back around to the corner over here. So this is the kitchen. This is another little nook over here. So here is your walk-in pantry. I do like this walk-in pantry. Lots of shelves going up pretty high. I like that. Typically, I see that they stop short. They'll stop right about, let's take a look here. A lot of times I'll see the shelving stop right about here. So I like seeing that extra up here, just to get that stuff up off the floor. Yeah, you might use this space down here, especially if you're shopping at Costco and stocking up for the month. But there's gonna be some items that you don't use or that you wanna keep for a lot longer. And you'll put them up here where you can find those, maybe it's extra. I like that extra space versus just leaving it empty from here to the ceiling. So I love that they put the extra shelving in there for you, and it's going all the way around here. So shelving all the way around. Love it. And so as we go on out, we're gonna back out here and this little butler pantry area here. So this could be a coffee area, whatever you want this to be, and then you can put some china or whatever other extra glasses you want in here. In our demo here, we're seeing wine glasses. So there's maybe a couple of your favorite wine bottles here. I don't know, but I like coffee, as you saw. They put it in the kitchen area. I would move it over here. But hey, it's your spot. You can decorate it how you want. So we have one bedroom downstairs, and that's right over this way. And this is right off the wing of the kitchen. So coming off the kitchen, one bedroom. So this bedroom is pretty nice size. I'm gonna assume this is the master bedroom. Let's see that. Ceilings feel pretty roomy. They're up high, so they feel pretty roomy. You know, the doors here are about 7.5 to 8 feet. So those tall, extra tall doors, and you still have about 2 feet above the door to the ceiling. So this is a queen size bed with two nightstands, but the nightstands do have space on either side. So that gives you an idea of how much room you're working with. And of course, we have room, you can see that. We have room from the foot of the bed here all the way to the wall. So we've got some good space in here. And again, because this is going to be leading into the master bathroom here, I'm gonna assume this is the master bedroom. So let's take a look at what we have here in the master bedroom. Smaller size tub, but a lot of the builders have gotten away from including the tub, but you've got one here. Tub, it's small, a little smaller than what we've seen. It's attached to the shower. This is a pretty good sized shower. And then they even have room for seating inside the shower. And this glass is extra thick, so I like it. It feels nice. That feels nice. And the drop down into the shower is pretty small, so it's almost like you're just walking right into the shower. There's a little drop down, but it's almost like you're just walking in there without having to lift your foot up and step over. You just walk right in and drop down. I think that's so much easier. I like the idea of that. You got your Jack and Jill sinks here. Now, there's not a ton of counter space here, so I don't know, you're gonna have to make sure you're real nice to your spouse. So that blow dryer, you're gonna have to, maybe this is all the blow dryer area right here, because there's not a ton of counter space here. So you're gonna play nice. You're gonna play nice with your spouse. Now we get into the closet. It is a walk-in closet. Not the biggest walk-in closet I've seen, but it's a pretty decent size, it's a good size. Little shelving to the right here. Got some shelving that's built in automatically. And then there's of course room for you to hang your clothes on the pole, on the racks here. And honestly, I don't see, again, they put the shelving pretty high enough to where I do like it high like this. And they're not leaving a lot of extra wasted space from the shelf to the ceiling. The space that I see there, I would imagine you would not want to build another shelf in between that space. So this is a pretty good space, pretty good height. So with that, let's go and see what else we got going on. That was one bedroom downstairs. Let's go see what else we have. We do have one linen closet here. This is a pretty roomy linen closet. Look how big that bad boy is. This is pretty roomy. Yeah. Wow, there's some extra storage there, so maybe some Christmas gifts under the stairs there. And then you've got tons of room for coats and whatever items that you don't wear every day because you kind of store them away in there. That's a big closet for a linen closet. And now we're gonna head on upstairs. This is a little bit different for a loft area. This gives you some ideas, a little bit different. We've seen lots of lofts if you've been touring with me. I like this setup, a little bit different. I'm curious to hear how you all might change it, but here's what we got here. This is an option. They've set this up for an area where you can have a small fridge, some storage here. This will open up this cabinet. How much space do we have in here? We got some decent space in order to save some things under the cabinet. And this is a soft close, of course. So you've got room to put some beverages, store some food items up here, and then let's go right over this way. They've got it set up like an entertainment area. So you got, this tells you how, this is a huge long, the length of this wall is very long. Look at this. So we got 2 cabinets here and space for maybe a plant. So this would be, right now the way it's set up, easily could be transformed into an entertainment area with the TV here. Plenty of space. This is not just a small sofa, you've got a full-on couch here, plus 2 chairs. So it makes sense to have that dining area in the corner over there. And then, if that's not enough lounging area for you, you've got an actual patio out here. So you'll get a chance to, in this model here, you'll have a chance to look out over the fence and see the scenery behind you. So you've got an entertainment area here and on the inside. Let's go take a look at some of the rooms. The master bedroom is here. So I'm just gonna turn right now, before we go into the room, let's just look at the bathroom. So we compare, I just showed you a shot of the bathroom, hopefully it popped up. So now you've got, we talked about counter space. This is the difference. In the master bedroom, you got an extra little makeup powder area right here, all by itself with a mirror, with lighting. So no danger of having having to share space here. Plenty of space for that person there. And then we come back over this way, Jack and Jill sinks, twice the size between each sink than we saw downstairs, twice the size. Love the independent mirrors, plus the lighting for both sides have their own lighting. Cabinet space for each side, and separate drawers for each side. And even this little drawer here. So you got the access to a private drawer here. Typically you'll just have the middle drawers. You won't have this extra drawer here in this cabinet. Well, you might have the cabinet but not a drawer here. So it's go all the way across. And typically what you'll see is just the drawers here. So you have the drawers here, plus another set, plus you've got your extra drawer over here, and then you've got all across the bottom cabinets separated by 2 sets of drawers. So plenty of counter space here. What a big difference from the one downstairs. So that kind of lifts things up, right? So downstairs, that's actually a bonus now, because downstairs, that's almost like a master bedroom there with its own bathroom. And then upstairs, you actually have a true master bathroom. Huge shower again with the seating area. I believe this feels a little bit bigger from the seating area to the wall. However, now we do have a step up, you guys. So we do have to step up on this one, to step up over. It's not high, but you do have to step up to get into the shower. I love that idea of stepping down. I would have loved to have seen that here. However, they went back to the standard step up, step in. The tub is about the same as what we saw downstairs, same size. But in this bathroom here, more lighting. Two windows to give you more lighting. And that comes in handy with all the space that you have. You want to light this area up as much as you can. Now, and then you also have a separation with the water closet. So that kind of covers the bathroom. Let's check out the bedroom. All right, so I haven't taken you into the closet yet. We will go there in a second because we looked at the closet downstairs, right? But look at here. So that room downstairs is pretty roomy, but guess what? We have even more room on the sides of the nightstands. And there's a little area right over here for more space. So if you need an extra dresser, there's a nook for that, and there's plenty of room. I mean, the one that's there now doesn't even fit that space, so plenty of room there. Now, I don't know if you'd wanna, unless this, I haven't checked to see if this is included, but you could always put your own lighting here. So, but they have lights here. But I think I might wanna go a different route. Again, we'll see what you all think. That would be an option. but each side of the bed has windows for lighting, plus an additional window over here for lighting. So you have tons of lighting that's coming through. If we pan back around, room for another dresser right against the wall over there. So this is a huge room. We have trees all over the place, room for chairs here. This is a pretty big size room. Now, the master closet. Let's take a look at the master closet. Let's go. Wow. Wow. This is a pretty big size master closet. I think we could do some things in here. So you have the shelving. You do have the racks to hang your clothes as well. But then you have some built-in shelving as well as shelving on top. Now, unlike the storage downstairs or the closet downstairs, we see a lot more space from this top shelf to the ceiling, which means you could build another shelf to add. This isn't enough room for you. You could build another shelf there. There's a ton of room in this closet though, so I'm not sure if you would need to build something on top of that. And then of course you've got a built-in dresser here, room for that. And shelving on every single wall. There's all 4 walls have shelving. There's only one wall that does not have room to hang clothes. Every wall has racks where you can hang clothes. So this is a pretty big closet. Love the lighting. They put just enough lighting here where it's well lit. So it's a great space. So definitely have room to fit everything that you need to fit in here. Let's check out, there's a couple more rooms. I love the master bedroom going there first. We got a couple more rooms to take a look at. Let's go. So we got a hall bathroom here. And in this hall bathroom, it's a full bath, 1 sink, pretty straightforward. The tile work stops halfway up the wall, but it's a nice tile work. I love the color. So it matches pretty good. And it's just straightforward design. All right, we got our next bedroom here. So okay, in this bedroom here, it's a regular size bedroom, but it's a pretty good size. You can see there's nightstands on either side. There's room for a dresser right over back behind from the foot of the bed to the dresser. We have to the wall here, you got room for a dresser. This is a big space from here all the way down to the end. Good sized bed, cabinets on nightstands on either side. So it's a pretty good sized room. It feels big because of the tall ceilings. And then you've got a mini walk-in closet here. So it's a pretty good sized room here. So we're here in the laundry room, and inside the laundry room here, the way this one's set up, cabinetry all the way across. Let's pop this open. Okay, they're not super deep, but good enough for you to get your laundry detergent in here and any other laundry cleaning detergent, cleaning products you need in here. Plus you can even fit some towels in here if you needed to, so you definitely have space for that. Because of the tall ceilings, there's still some storage space at the top if you really need it. And then of course your washer and dryer will go here. And then against the other wall over here, we do have a sink and we do have more cabinetry. So the cabinets are about the same from wall to wall. So from wall to wall there, and then just like on the other wall, there's space above it if you really need it. So lots of cabinetry here. This is a pretty decent size. This is a decent sized laundry room. Let's take a look at the rest of the rooms that are left. All right, so this one's set up as a baby's room, but it doesn't feel much smaller than the other bedrooms. A little tiny bit smaller than the other bedrooms, not by much. Tons of lighting on all sides of the window. Also, all walls have a window. So tons of lighting. We do have a mini walk-in closet. So it's very similar to the other bedrooms. I would say that it does feel a tiny bit smaller, not much. Now with this bedroom, it's connected to another bathroom. So we have one bathroom up here, and here's an additional bathroom. And we go through it, it's being shared with another bedroom. So we're gonna see right behind it, we're gonna see a full-on bathtub and water closet again. This tub For some reason, it feels a little bigger to me than the other tub that was in the hallway. I don't know if I'm imagining it, but it does feel a little taller is what I'm feeling. But the height of the ceilings are about the same. So because of those tall ceilings, this space just seems bigger, but it does have its own room where you can close the door, where that hall bathroom did not have a separate door to close off the bathtub area as opposed to the toilet area. And then back out to this main area here, we do have the Jack and Jill sinks, as you can see, and cabinets on either side. And that's being shared with the bedroom right across the way over there. So this is being shared with this bedroom here. And this is about the same size as, I honestly, maybe a touch bigger than the room that was set up like a baby's room. Just a little bit bigger, not much. This one has maybe one less window. So a window on each side, but there's one wall that does not have the dual windows. But the lighting's really, really well lit in here still. You still feel like it's well lit. Mini walk-in closet that we'll have in here. Pretty much about the same size as the other room, just a little bigger. Okay guys, let's talk about the pricing a little bit, just to give you a rough idea of what the pricing is coming in at. So this model here is starting at about 1.5 million, and location. As I stated, the golf course is right here, I mean, you just walk right there to the golf course. Beautiful scenery. Also the location of our shopping, restaurants, one of the top rated schools right here in the school district, you're close to that. You also have the clubhouse that's included with this area as well. So if you want to get more detailed information, definitely give me a call so we can dial, really drill the numbers down for you and drill in for you what exactly is all included. I'm giving you just a quick overview, but again, I'm going to help you stay on top of the changes. So stay tuned to my channel. A little bit more information for you. Again, we're at the Granville community, the Villa Palazzo at Copper River Ranch. So the community we're in is Granville, Villa Palazzo at Copper River Ranch, and this is the Millie model today. So there's 5 bedrooms we looked at, 4.5 bathrooms, so tons of bathrooms, plenty of room space, and there's a 4-car garage is what this comes with. So if you're looking for a home with a 4-car garage, this has it. Plenty of living space with the open floor plan with the living room, the kitchen, and then you have the office piece on there, unless you want to change that to something else. I don't know how well the office part works just because it didn't have the doors on either side. So if you have anything to share on that, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. But that would be a little bit of a concern for me if you wanted privacy, but if that's not an issue for you, it's a great space for that, or maybe you use it for something else. And so this model is available move-in ready. And because there's a move-in ready model available, there's a $50,000 incentive right now. So that's huge. I remember getting excited when there was a $10,000 incentive. I got excited, wow, $10,000. Well, we got some great deals that are going on right now with a lot of the builders, and this builder is coming in, weighing in with that $50,000 incentive. That's amazing. So you can use that towards your closing cost, your rate buy down, and then the solar is owned and it's included. So that's not an extra fee. So it's very, very common for the solar piece to be added onto your pricing. So that alone is worth just coming and checking it out. Hey, you guys, it's free to look. You always want to take me with you. Never go by yourself. Give me a call. I have a ton of information I can share with you. I know the area like the back of my hand, so I'll be able to share a lot of insights with you, and you'll have a partner in crime, if you will, to take the weight off of your shoulders, save you time, save you money, and save you headache. So that's my role, and to educate you on just on what comes along with the area you're buying in and the home you're buying in and the builder itself, how they like to operate. So I look forward to hearing more back from you all. We got more tours coming up. You can click the link above if you want to see more tours that should pop up. You can just subscribe down below, and when you subscribe, that'll give you access to all of our previous videos and any new videos that we have coming up. We just want to stay connected with you because we are your resource to getting the best deal you can and just making your life easier. So we're there to help make life easier for you. Give me a call. I love talking real estate, and we'll see you on the next one.